In this video, we will discuss 10 typography basics with 2 bonus tips at the end, so that you have a better understanding of how to produce clean, high-quality designs. Stick with one font as much as possible, but if you need to use 2 fonts for contrast, try to first stick within the same typeface. Typeface is the collective name of a family of related fonts, such as Gotham. Fonts themselves refer to the weights and styles that make up a typeface: bold, book, thin. Font actually derives from fonte, meaning something melted back from when they used to melt metal in order to mold it into type. If you can't stick within the same typeface, ensure that the fonts used are contrasted enough to not compete with each other. Don't use 2 serifs that clash with each other. Rather, use a sans serif and a serif, or a script font and a sans serif font. It is also a good idea to have contrast in size when you change between fonts, at least 2 times the size of the other. Serif is the little hook on the end of the letters. Serif fonts are used for more classic designs and are easier on the eye in printed format, as the little hook leads the eye from one letter to the next, so you will see them used often in books. Sans serif, meaning without serif. These fonts give a more modern and clean look. They also appear more often on websites due to computer screens struggling to display the serifs. Ensure proper spacing between type elements so that all is not jumbled together. Group appropriate text together to make it easier for your viewer to read and see the priorities. Align your type in relation to each other, whether that be left, centered, right, or on the same level. Watch out for lonely words at the end of paragraphs or lonely lines that go to the next column. These are called widows and orphans. Stay away from the edges of the design. You don't need to fill every inch of your space, and in a printed document, you run the risk of having type cut off if there is not enough space around it between it and the edge. Always check the kerning of the font to ensure proper letter spacing. Sometimes fonts will have the letters with unequal spacing, and you will need to manually change it. Don't have too much leading or too little, as it will make the type unreadable. It needs to be able to breathe, but not too much. Leading originates from the strips of lead that used to be used to space out lines of text evenly. Now for the bonus tips. Choose applicable fonts for the industry you are designing for, and each brand should consistently use 1 to 2 fonts throughout their promotions. Keep your eyes open constantly, looking at ads, billboards, websites, flyers, and any other designs to see how the type was designed and if it enhances or detracts from the message. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for future tips and tutorials. I will see you next time.